but drinking too much water places additional stress on the kidneys. Manage your anger. Don't suppress your emotions. What is behind these recommendations? Is it just hype, or is it relevant advice? Who is the resource to trust for recommendations about a healthy lifestyle? We at Coral Club have been talking about health as the foundation of a quality, active life for over 20 years, and we offer solutions based on advanced technologies and many years of experience from nutritionists around the world. Let's get to know the company better and see why Coral Club occupies a special place in the industry of healthy lifestyle. Again, for more than 20 years of history, we have built a reliable infrastructure which provides customers with the opportunity to dramatically improve their quality of life. An important part of this infrastructure is related to the geography of production. As a global company, we focus on successful global practices, the implementation of which helps to ensure the highest quality of products. Our commitment is to create even better health solutions. This motivates us to look for new production partners. That is why the geography of our products is so extensive. Coral Club products are produced in the USA, Japan, Germany, Canada, France, the Netherlands, Norway, South Korea, and other countries. At the same time, we select only those market experts that meet our high production standards. Leading experts in the field of biochemistry and nutrition take part in the development of Coral Club products using the latest research and technology. This allows us to quickly bring innovative solutions to the market for health and beauty. Transparency and openness have always played an important role in the business of Coral Club. Therefore, we regularly introduce our customers to the creators of our formulas, our product developers and manufacturers. They are welcome to the Coral Club's mass events, participate in live streams, broadcast the production process, and even invite us on a tour of their sites. By researching and constantly testing new products, we are looking for even more effective ways to improve health outcomes. These experiences have formed the basis for the creation of complex solutions to maintain health and natural beauty. Coral Club is the front-runner in promoting a healthy lifestyle by offering its own concept of health based on the maintenance of water balance, a balanced diet, enrichment of the body with nutrients, and a clean, safe environment. For each key component of this concept, Coral Club does more than just offer a wide range of effective and high-quality products. The company has developed comprehensive, effective methods to support and build one's natural immunity focused on all key points of the concept. A thoughtful combination of active ingredients and dosing provides a clear application scheme or rationale for use. To achieve excellent results, be it general health improvements or targeted, specific solutions, quality control begins at the stage of technology and production site selection and continues at all stages of product production. From the selection of raw materials to packaging sites where Coral Club products are produced and being GMP, ISO, and HACCP certified. During the product process, each Coral Club product undergoes serious multi-stage testing. Independent laboratories and testing centers check the quality and purity of raw materials and confirm the effectiveness and safety of the final product. We test products for the active substances, run microbiological tests for impurities and heavy metals, radionuclides, pesticides, and toxic elements. Nature is our main inspiration, and we learn to be on the same wavelength with nature. Our products contain ingredients of natural origin, which have absorbed the healing power of nature, and thanks to scientific advances, are presented in a balanced and bioavailable form. Thus, by combining natural resources with modern technologies and the experience of world experts, we have created an integrated approach to protecting the body and enriching it with useful vitamins and minerals, macro and micro elements. Our solutions are focused on complex overcoming of problems, related to the modern aggressive external environment, poor ecology, stress, and poor nutrition. Today, Coral Club products and technologies for maintaining health are more relevant than ever. We will continue to develop our expertise, offering people around the world effective and safe, user-friendly, and easy-to-use solutions inspired by nature.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome those who are here online with us today, and welcome those who will be possibly watching us on the recording. Let me just make sure that I am here with you. Okay, wonderful. So my name is Roman Salani. I'm here from New York, and I will be your host for tonight, meaning you will have to see my face very often. I hope it doesn't matter anybody. And today we're going to speak about holistic approach to health from company Coral Club. You just heard a little introduction to our company, but before we get to the presentations, which we'll see quite a few of them today, let me tell you why I am here. About 5.5 years ago, I was a normal person who was living the life of aging. And you live and you feel that headaches are fine, joint problems are okay, and many other things that you kind of think is just the inevitable things that we all have to deal with. When I met Coral Club and I learned what you're going to learn today, I realized all those things were optional and it was my choice to have them or not to have them. So today we'll be sharing with you information that changed the life of every single person who will be speaking on this virtual stage. And hopefully, if you hear us and decide to take a shot at this, it will change your life as well. We live in the 21st century and everybody right now knows everything. And if you don't, you go to your cell phone, you go to Google or AI, and they give you information just like this. So it's not the lack of knowledge that causes us to still age, to be sick regularly, to worry about why our children cannot study well and why we all cannot focus, we all get depressed and things like that. So if everything was right and medical technology and science going ahead, why do we still have to deal with all of those issues? I guess something is missing. So the information that you're going to learn today, actually that missing part. And this information will help you to transition from the fight with the disease to the situation when you enjoy life and maintain and control it to your liking. And you, because you will take charge of your life, will be in control how you feel, how do you look, how your children behave, how you function, and things like that. So I hope I gave you enough reasons to listen to us. And very important thing, you need to stay until the end because you will learn what this system, this concept of health delivers, what results you can get, as many of us will share with you what we got. With that said, I'm going to pass on the mic to the first speaker, who is by coincidence my lovely wife of almost 23 years. And she will share with you the first but extremely important step that if you miss this step, everything else will not matter. So please welcome to the stage, Katrina Solana.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you, my coincidental husband, if I may say that. So, the coincidence in our life, it's not always meaning bad things. And during my life, for example, I didn't know a lot of things. And one of the most important things that I know now, I didn't know how to drink simple water. Very easy, but very important. By all means, our body, almost 70% of the water consists of the water. And if we don't replenish that amount of water within us, what happens? Our body cannot function well. Our smallest part of our body, which is cell, cannot receive all necessary nutrients and cannot expel all dirt that may appear there, that it's getting from inside that cannot be taken outside. So talking about that, water is essential. And nowadays we can find different types of water: bottled water, tap water. We can find like water even from the lake. Some prefer to drink from the puddles. Also, nothing wrong with that. It's everybody's choice. I'm here not to teach what to do, what not to do, but share what water we choose for our family, and we taken it more than half of decade already. And this is talking about my family. I mean, it's not only my lovely husband, to my kids, my parents-in-law, even cat and dog, they choose that water to drink. And what's so special about that water? First of all, talking about our body, like we 70% of the water, reminding about this. So we need appropriate amount of the water. Talking about this, we need at least half of the ounce per pound to be put inside of our body. So it will be at least a little bit of enough to drain all unnecessary things to outside. Talking about what that water should bring inside. So what should that water consist of? What should be inside? Let's take the first thing. It should be pH. Talking about pH, we alkaline inside. All things around us, mainly, it's acidic. So we have to balance it. And mainly water that we put in inside, it's not that good in pH level. So if we bring our pH level to 7.5 and above, our body will appreciate this, because 7.5, it's what we have inside of our body. This is the pH level. Next one, what we look and what we should have there. The water must have essential minerals that would be delivered to our cell, and thanks to which our body will continue to function. So mineralization, it's another thing. Very important also to look at the point as a structure of the water, because we know what's the clean water that's getting out of our filters that we have in the bottles, but unfortunately that structure cannot bring the appropriate structure to our cells. It's destructured on the level of the water level, of the hydration of the cell level for the water. So if we want to change it, we also have to have an appropriate structure which could be delivered with natural things. And I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. Another parameter that we're looking at that's important for me and for my family, that would be, now be careful, it's very, very strange word, oxidation redox potential. Very, very smart word, I know. Mainly said, it's just a charge, electrical charge. We're all physical bodies, so we have a plus and minus in our lives. So the water they charge positively when it gets inside, it's supposed to be turned to negative charge. Talking about negative charge, we all have a negative charge inside. So depending how much plus you have in your water, think about this, how much energy your body is supposed to spend to turn that water to the minus. So it could be, again, used for the things that's supposed to go inside of the body, using for the to use this for the specific cause. And are you ready? I'll show you where I found this, where our family found this. In a small bag with a coral mine, very small sachet that you put in the water, and this changing to bringing this water, turning this water, and giving that any water all qualities that I just talked about. Besides that, very good taste, very easy to take, and you can take it anywhere with you. Roma?
Thank you, Katrina. That was great. So, guys, very quickly, you should understand one thing that came to my mind when I heard this. All the problems that we have with our bodies, with our health, are actually caused by two reasons only. We either have something too much or we have something too little in our body, meaning we have the deficit or excess. And what Katrina just told us, and I want you to remember this, water is a transport. It delivers nutrients in and takes garbage out. So if we have those two problems, and we don't have the transport to get rid of the garbage and deliver the building materials and energy, then nothing else is going to work. That's why I said this step is very important and this is crucial. The next step that happened to be mine. My topic for today is internal hygiene. This is very fancy term that one of my friends created, and I love it because we all understand word hygiene. We all understand internal, but when we put it together, what that is, really nobody knows. So let me explain to you very simply. We brush our teeth, we comb our hair, we take shower. This is external hygiene, and everybody knows about it, especially washing our hands after the recent events. But what about cleansing your body inside? What are we cleaning inside, right? It's clean because it's inside. Not really. If you see what comes out from you in the toilet and it's not very clean and it's not very pleasantly smelling, that means it's come from very dirty place. So guess what? We can clean the dirty place inside of our body. So what do we have to clean from? First is toxins. We expose to them from outside. We develop them inside of our body as a process of daily living. Second thing is very nice, but actually not so nice creatures called parasites. They come to our body, they live there, they eat there, they go to toilet there, and they die inside of our body. Guess what they eat? They eat the same nutrients that our cells need, and if they eat it first, our cells starving and we get the deficit. So we need to say goodbye to them, because remember, if we kill them inside of our body, we just adding them to a cemetery that continues to intoxicate our body. Next, we have viruses, fungus, and bacteria, those little creatures that we actually need to train our immune system and maintain healthy balance in our body. But if they go out of whack, good luck. We don't know how to deal with them and we run for the medications. Instead of that, why don't we just help them to balance itself and remove the excess and again add what's missing, and then our body will be in balance. Final thing that we need to clean, and this is probably the thing that I would never even imagine that needs to be clean, is our intestine. But guess what? You'll hear later from me what happened when I cleansed my intestine. All of these things that I just mentioned are done very simply from the comfort of your home without sitting on the toilet, as you probably would hear from somebody else saying, oh, you have to detox, and guess what? You lost a couple of days of your life. Not with us, not with our products. But if you want to know more about it, you will ask the people who invited you here, and they will help you to figure out each of those steps that I just mentioned. And once you cleanse your body, once you hydrate your body, the next step is going to be now important, but also useful. And this is cellular nutrition. And you're going to hear this topic from our friend and partner in Coral Club, person who came here already being professional in health and wellness, but learning what we do, she became even more knowledgeable and more useful to her clients. So please help me to welcome Alla Batishev.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today with us. I joined Coral Club 3 years ago, came here with some of, or I should say, a lot of health issues like my digestion system, irregular heartbeat, thyroid, and others. And I am so glad that I did join Coral Club and went through the concept of health system, the one that we are talking right now. And I do have amazing results. And I will be sharing those results some other time. But today I wanted to say how it is important to nourish our body with a right amount of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, healthy fats. And sometimes we do not even know that we have to have all these vitamins, minerals in our body daily. So after we hydrate our body with the right good water, after we clean our internal environment in our body, it's time to nourish our body. But if you are thinking, how can we nourish our body? How can we help our body to stay strong and have a lot of energy? So sometimes when you go to the vitamin store or just a grocery store and you go in the aisle and you're thinking, what should I buy? What should I get? How can I help my body? And sometimes we're even asking people who's standing around there or workers who's working the department and they cannot help us much. So I am so glad that here in Coral Club, we already have a solution. We already have ready packs for you, and you don't have to think about what should you buy because we have already those packs ready. One is NutriPack. I hope you can see it. Probably not because of my NutriPack. If you have problems with your digestion, we have a healthy gut. We have a cardio pack. We have a mental force box. It's all ready for you, for your body to function correctly. In our daily basis, our cells need all those vitamins, mineral, enzymes, probiotics, healthy fats, like I said. All those components should be supplied to our body every day and in the right amount. So if you have questions, how can you purchase or how can you get on this program? How can you follow this program? Just ask the person who invites you and they will explain you more detailing about our amazing program so you can get your results as well. Thank you. Roman, back to you.
Thank you, Alla. And guys, I hope you heard a very important part here, that the nutrients that we need them on a daily basis. Okay, let me get myself back here. Okay, so we need the nutrients on a daily basis. And when we go to the supermarket or even farmer's market and buying the products, maybe of highest quality, how do you know that they have everything we need? Think about it and Google the content of minerals in the different foods today and 50 years from now, back when some of us were not even here. And you will see that content of the minerals in the food today is way lower than it used to be before. So guess what? If you rely on getting your nutrients from regular food, you just need to eat more. And if you wish to do it, that's fine. But as for me, I'm trying to eat less. And with Coral Club products that Alla showed us and many, many more, we can actually do that and we'll receive all the nutrients of the highest quality at very little cost and actually much more comfortable, which is also important. Now, when we hydrated our body, when we remove garbage and all those not so pleasant creatures from our body, and we fed it completely, guess what? There is one more step that we need to know about. Ladies, when you clean your apartment, you probably not let your kids run back into the house with dirty shoes. And gentlemen, when you wash a car, you don't allow your children to come in right away and eat ice cream on the seat. So same thing with our body. We cleanse the body, we have it nicely prepared. Now let's protect it. And the next person who is going to speak about the protection is very a special person for all of us, because not many people here actually have a medical degree and education and practical knowledge in medical field. But this person actually has that, and he's talking not only from experience of consumer of Coral Club, but actually from the scientific, his scientific background as well. So please help me to welcome Sergey Zherebnyuk.
Hey guys. Welcome to, of course, a little group, and I will be, of course, talking about protection, or the way we protect our bodies. Of course, when we think about protection, at least for me, we always think about what are we protecting from? Are we being attacked? What are we doing? Actually, for, of course, people who've been going to school, we always think that the way our bodies protect themselves, of course, is through our skin. That's one line of protection, but a lot of it happens on the inside. Of course, our skin has to do a lot of it, but of course, we breathe in air, we eat food, we drink food, we are always constant touch, of course, with the environment. We go outside, we go everywhere, and a lot of these things go into our bodies, and our body needs, basically, it's already programmed to protect itself. First of all, it's impossible to avoid things like free radical exposure and oxidative stress, because we use air, to metabolize our basically the energy that we take in to produce that energy from the foods we consume. We are millions and trillions of little factories that take in like little cars, but we put gas in. The result is heat and of course the fire that basically that power to drive that car. Same thing as that. We need to clean up that that what comes out. You get A to get B. Of course, with things changing in our lives, with the types of food we take, that gets harder to do because the quality has gone down. So we need, of course, help of different companies, especially with the Coral Club. I think food protection is basically accumulation of everything together. With hydration, we can basically drive out the toxins by getting out of our bodies. We detoxify our bodies with basically our bodies produce different detoxifying enzymes, but of course we need that tools from the products, basically things like H-500 for the free radicals, because what is a free radical quickly? It's an unstable molecule that's always looking to stabilize itself. So it's gonna, whatever it gets in contact with, that either a cell inside or out, it'll take a piece of it to fulfill itself. And now that part is now unstable. So this if we're always in an acidic state, and it's basically becomes, that's where cancers and diseases and everything comes from. So we use things like H-500. We need to, of course, since we take in food, we always have little hijackers that come along, little parasites, bacteria, fungi, that can basically, if their numbers increase and the body does not get rid of it, we become sick depending what the symptoms they create. But the most important one from the inside for our protection is our immunity, is that our gut. Basically, some people think it's immunity is just the cells in our blood that kind of watches. That's correct, but 70 to 80% of our immunity actually comes from our gut health. So if that gut is not functioning properly, there goes your immunity. And no matter how good and clean your skin is or intact it is, from the inside, you will basically, that's where the problems will begin. So going back, hydration, detoxification, cleansing, and then feeding, we giving our bodies a way to protect itself from all the attacks, from unseen and seen, so that we continue to live and enjoy our lives. And to finish it off, of course, with free radicals and immunity. By free radicals actually is one of the theories of aging. Like we see cars, new cars look nice, older cars are starting to fall apart, some of them, depending on how they're built, but the rusting effect, we are rusting away if we're always in an oxidative stress environment and acidic. So gotta fight that. That's why some people look not better when they're older than others. Some people look worse, all depending on how resistant they are, but of course, very much to their how they're built, basically their resistance. But even though some people say that's how genetics, this is how I am, my family, but I'll finish off is no matter what your genetics are, your family traits, that's the gun, basically that cocks the gun, but your habits is what pulls the trigger. Back to you, Roman.
Thank you, Sergey. And as you see, guys, he is full of knowledge, and this knowledge is actually scientific. I'm talking regular language because I'm a regular lawyer. But lawyers don't know much about health. That's why we have to do what we do, speak on a plain language. So that's my experience. So let me just go very quickly and repeat these 4 steps. And again, for those who are new here, I'd like you to write them down and see if it's understandable and it's logical. For me, it was very logical, and that's why I'm still here. Rehydrate your body and enable the transport system to deliver nutrients in and remove garbage out. The nutrients are the building materials and energy. We cleanse our body from toxins, from parasites. We balance our viruses, fungus, and bacteria, and we clean our intestine, which is the place where we have our health, our immunity, and believe it or not, our brain function also depends on the quality of our intestinal work. And then we start to feed our body with nutrients that are essential to our daily life. There are 5 of them, and we need them every single day. Any day that you don't get any of the nutrients, your cells becoming defective, and as a result, your body aging faster and becoming ill. And once you manage all of that, you have to protect your body, build a fence around your beautiful body, and make sure nothing gets in. And you still may do cleansing once in a while just to make sure you maintain it, like we said. But otherwise, you live in a happy and healthy body. Now, we're going to move on to the next step, which is telling you what we all experienced with following this concept of health and what benefits you may reap if you decide to follow us. Before we do that, so I just want to mention a couple things that many people ask about. So how long do I have to drink water? How long do I have to take your products? And how often do I have to cleanse my body? So this is very valid questions, and the answer is very simple. You need to drink and you need to eat as long as you want to live. But you don't have to clean your body every single day. Once or twice a year is enough. And protection, it's your call. You want to be protected, you do it every single day. You not, do it whenever you wish. So with that said, I'm going to pass the mic back to Sergey, and he will share with his results. Sergey?
All right. Welcome back. Got to be back. It's been a while. Hey, my results will be regarding weight and weight loss. Every time I go through these detox cleanses, of course, I lose weight. But my initial one, was the most interesting, was as soon as I started, I've noticed even though I didn't change the way I ate or when I ate, I started to lose weight. People noticed around me, especially at work too. Some people, of course, noticed my skin, but that was a different story. But my clothes started to be, of course, not as tight. Some of them, of course, some of them that I had to save for later, or hopefully I lose enough weight I could wear them again. Presents that they give you, of course, size a little bit smaller. Then it's like, oh, come on. But when I started, my initial, even just drinking the water and a detox, I started losing weight, a couple, maybe a pound or two every 1 to 2 days, sometimes 3. We had family members that would leave for a week, work-wise, like on Monday, come back on Friday. Every time they came back, they're like, oh. They're surprised to see me. But of course, then the cleanse came. Of course, that's the part of our program also, is where the gut, that after so many days that you go through that program, I ended up losing a total of probably more than, not total, but roughly a little over 20 pounds, which was significant. And as roughly after that at work, we're like, what's up with you? Hopefully, a lot of times when people lose a lot of weight, something's going on, meaning if they're sick or something. But they're surprised, and of course they're asking questions, but you feel great. And a lot of that, going back to weight loss, what makes up our weight, even medically, in our bodies, we're like we mentioned before in our other meetings, we're like little walking fish tanks with little fish, which are our cells. People with problems with kidney and heart problems, when they start to gain weight, it's not fat or muscle, it's actually water. Some people have a lot of weight because their body does not know what to do with that water that you just put into them, which is not in that state, that organic, that absorbing state. So it's stuck there. So some of the salts, fat, of course, from high sugar intake, other problems, but that's also weight. And of course, muscle. And one thing that people are actually right now in modern society also have noticed is inflammation. Inflammation, when your body is able to deal with inflammation by getting the toxicity out, cleansing it, hydrating it properly so it can get that extra toxins out. That's where you start losing weight and your body starts to function as it should. So that's my story.
Thank you, Sergey. And Sergey mentioned to you his story where he lost weight, but actually, if you follow the system and you need to gain weight, and believe it or not, there are people like this, you can do it as well, because your body just starts functioning properly and not just losing something that you may need. So don't worry if you don't have enough weight, you can still start and actually gain it if you need. And now we're going to speak about another topic, which is probably big thing in everybody's life. And I'm passing the mic back to Katrina.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you. Thank you. And, the biggest topic, the biggest issue probably for a lot of people, it's a level of energy. A lot of people find them like falling asleep at night, waking up in the morning, and being unable just to get out of the bed. They basically rolling themselves out of the bed. And I'm not exception. I was like that before. And can you imagine person who is functioning only with one hand? Because my other hand, like driving car, walking around, doing things around the house, doing like whatever you have to do, just only with one hand. Even though I have two hands, I didn't regrow this, but my other hand was always glued to the cup of coffee before. So one hand was with a cup of coffee, otherwise I couldn't survive. So I had to sip that coffee all the time. Otherwise, my eyes was closing. It was no energy. I was just draining out everything. But my lovely husband brought home nice pink box of the Coral Detox Plus, and just started taking it. To be honest, I wasn't like a perfect person to do that, so he had to call me to work. Katrina, did you take it? He was waking me up in the morning with a cup of water, like glass of water, with a Pentacan H-500, and please take it. Then in the evening, he was like, "Oh, did you take all your capsules? Did you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, come on, leave me alone. Like, what would you think? You love your cup of coffee. You love like the zombie look and walking around. No, you don't. Okay, then for sure you don't. But just in 2 weeks, I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. I grabbed my yoga bag and I disappeared disappeared from the house. When I came back, my husband was looking at me like, really? Back that time, I didn't understand what was going on. Why? My lifestyle didn't change. I didn't change my eating habits yet. I didn't do much. I just increase the amount of the water. I start to drink water with Coral Mine, and I start to take Coral Detox Plus. Now I can explain. By doing this, my system just switched. I stopped losing energy for supporting my body from inside. I gain energy with the clear water, with the antioxidants, with the all stuff that just supports my body from inside out. After that, just energy there, as simple as that. And the main place for this, pure water with a Coral Mine, because don't drain your energy. It just brings energy to each of your cells. By the way, this is it.
Thank you, Katrina. I don't know what to say, except that I'm so proud that I was the one who forced this young lady to do what she did, and now she is helping people around the world to do what she does, and that's helping people to live different kind of life. Now we're moving on, and another very common issue that most people telling me is chronic, and I have to struggle all my life with this because there is no cure. I did everything possible, but guess what? They didn't. Because if they did, they will tell us the results that you're going to hear right now from the next person. You haven't seen her yet, but she is responsible for Sergey being here, and this is his lovely wife, Irina Prishbilov. Please help me to welcome Irina.
Thank you, Roman. Yeah, thank God we learned about this program 5 years ago. I had seasonal allergies, and it was usually in March. The whole month of March, I would feel horrible. Like my eyes would puff up, red, itching, stuffy nose, that nasty phlegm that was on the back of your throat, and it's just horrible. Who has or had allergies, you guys would understand what I'm talking about. And none of my doctor's recommendations would help. And thank God we learned about concept of health. What can I say? No more allergies. For many people, it's unusual. It's unreal. They don't believe that you can get rid of this problem ever. Even my doctor said that it won't go away. You just have to kind of live with it. But here I am, allergies free for 4 years. Thank God. Done.
Thank you, Irina. Yes, I got it from you. So guys, when doctors tell you it's chronic, we respect doctors. We don't reject traditional medicine. They have their own scope of knowledge, and they very well trained, and they help us to put the fires away and help us to live healthy when we get sick. But if you're not really sick, but you don't really get well, that means that something has to be done, and it can be done with our concept of health. Now it's my turn to share my results. I got to give you 2 results for the from one person, which is very exciting. So I'll start with the one that is very interesting, because remember I said I was aging and I thought that that's part of the routine. When I learned about Coral Club, I was going into my 40th year on this planet Earth. And since about 19 or 20, I always experienced pain in my knees. It was injuries from the childhood. It was stress from different sports I was playing. It was a lot of things that I could blame for. And doctors were saying, no, just live with it, do physical therapy. Maybe it will help. Guess what? I teach martial arts. So for a person who is a teacher, it's very not pleasant when you cannot bend your knees or when you have to do it slow. And it's really not professional. So for me, a person who takes everything I do seriously, I cannot afford it. So I was looking for a solution. When I discovered the concept of health, and I went through this just once. So it took me 3.5 months to go through the whole process. But guess what I realized? I forgot about pain in my knees. I forgot about pain in my lower back that I struggled since I was in not even high school, in middle school. I had a little injury and I thought that would never go away, but it's gone. Last 5.5 years, I only felt pain in my knees once. I'm not going to tell you why. I know why, but it doesn't matter. It's gone. And I have a record right now of doing pistol squats 50 times on each of my 2 legs that used to be hurting when I was 20. Now I'm 45 and I still experience no pain in my knees. Now, the second result is even better for me because, once again, I was told something is incurable. My stomach problems, they all came from the same college years that my knee problems probably came. And the doctor said, it's okay. Once or twice a year, you go on a diet. You have to always have liquid, something liquid and warm for your lunch. Otherwise, your stomach is not going to be happy. And here is the medication you take when it hurts. So guess what? I did the third step of the cleansing process. I cleansed my intestine, and I forgot about my stomach pain. I haven't gone to doctors about my stomach again in the last 5.5 years, took no medications, and I eat what I want, when I want, but I'm very conscious about what I eat and when I eat it, but that's a different story. So guess what? When you start to follow this concept of health, when you listen to your body, when you learn to listen to your body with our help, your life will never be the same. And it's in your hands to do it. Now, we coming towards the end, but we have another result, and this result is very important. Many people, again, believe that their life is going downhill because of this condition. But apparently, it doesn't have to. So please help me to welcome another person who found the Coral Club, experienced the concept of health for herself, and now happy to share her results with us. Please welcome Svetlana Gruber. Svetlana?
Good evening.
Aha.
Yes, my name is Svetlana, and I'm from Florida, and I'm here just to talk a little bit about my way, which I decide to go through, and I have a very great chance right now to thank a lady who is presented on the Zoom, and her name is Angela. That's the magic lady who brought me on pieces, breaking apart to Coral Club. She introduced me to the concept of health from Coral Club. Why I say that? It's because I'm 58 years old, and 57 years I was struggling with diabetes. So I'm a type 1 insulin dependent diabetic. And I don't want to just let everybody know how hard it was to have diabetes from your early childhood. And the most important that doctors wouldn't help me. It was just insulin, insulin, and insulin, and add a couple of units. It didn't work out very well. And this is a very serious problem because it's involved every single organ or any system in your body. So it's ruining it. Very slow, but for sure. So when I met Angela, my situation was very serious. My blood sugar was swinging up and down from very high levels, and of course, emergency room, and to very low results, and again emergency room, and it was just a huge struggle. When I heard about the Coral Club, I said to myself, why not to try? There is nothing else to try. To add insulin every visit to the doctor, it was, oh, what can we do? What can we do? It's, you had it so many years. It is what it is, and you're aging also. So, and as soon as I start the first program with Coral Club, which is Detox Plus, after 2 weeks, I think Katrina said that the same. After 2 weeks, she starts feeling some changes in her body. Oh my God, yes. The same was with me. All of a sudden, I start to be energized and I want to do something. And I kept myself busy. I didn't do that previously. And I realized that my results from the sugar went down a lot. And to make this story from the long one to the short, I want to say that from 100 units of insulin that I had for a day, I'm now on 5 units a day. And this is a huge, huge, huge success. I start sleeping very well. I have energy. I don't have those trips, nonstop trips to the toilet during the night because high sugar makes you drink and go to the bathroom. Now I sleep beautiful and peacefully, and I'm so happy I'm with Coral Club. And I heard about Coral Club 10 years ago, but it took me 10 years to come and try and be successful and be happy and feel like another person. That's all. Back to you, Roman.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless. Because honestly, guys, I did not know Svetlana's result before she actually shared it with us. So, couple pointers here. Number one, it's never late. Number two, you hear about this today. Don't wait 10 years. Can you imagine how life can change if you do it now? And number three, no matter what doctors say, if you believe them, you'll give them the power to control your life. If you take their advice, and I'm not saying don't do it, don't listen to them. I'm saying listen to them, but have your own opinion and try other avenues, because life is a lot of roads and your body is the car that you drive in. You decide if you are the driver or somebody else. So I hope we gave you some good information today, how to take care of your body, how to maintain it so it functions longer and better. We showed you what results you can have, and there are many, many more. It's not exclusive results, and we just don't have time to share all of them. They stem from regular headache to actually children that are born to families that were told by doctors you cannot have children. And try to put the price on the life of a child, or try to put the price on the life that is extended and change the quality. If you can, that's great. I think it's invaluable, and we shared with you this information. So it's now your turn to decide what to do with this. We're going to do the same meeting again, Wellness Spotlight, in April. Write down the date. It will be April 18, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're welcome to join us again. Bring your family and friends, and don't just wait another month. Do something, and maybe you will be one of the next speakers with us doing that Wellness Spotlight. And one more thing, we heard that a lot of people here from Florida, so please write down another set of dates, April 13th through 15th. You will be able to meet all of us in lovely Florida, in Miami, where we will have our business conference for Coral Club members. First 2 days are open to everybody, whether you business partner or a customer. You can come and learn more about health benefits of Coral Club, other people's results, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear about the opportunity that Coral Club offers to everybody, regardless of your age, race, education, professional background, situation in life, that can help you to get in control of your health, in control of your life, and maybe, just maybe, in control of your finances as well. So thank you so much for being with us. I hope you got some value for this time. Have a great evening, a wonderful weekend ahead, and we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.